Congressman James Comer joins me now. Sir, good to have you back on the show. You and Chuck Grassley went to the FBI. You read this allegation that Joe Biden took money for a policy position. What can you tell us tonight?
Well, the whistleblower is very credible. The informant is extremely credible. And what I think we're going to find is that when this allegation was made, that the FBI never followed up on it. And I think what we're going to find is that they probably looked at this and thought, well, that would be impossible. There's no way this could happen. And then you fast forward to 3 weeks ago when I had our Oversight Committee hearing with the Oversight Committee members. We presented to the American people the facts about what we found out about the Biden family, the fact that they've created all these shell companies for the sole purpose of laundering money from countries that Joe Biden visited at the end of his vice presidency, talking about foreign policy, dangling foreign aid checks in front of them. They started receiving these payments days after Joe Biden flew off in Air Force Two. Then I think people started realizing, wait a minute, maybe this allegation is true. And we're going to pursue this. I announced weeks ago with Senator Grassley that we had this allegation. That's when we requested the document from the FBI. The FBI never would admit that the document was real. They let the press go out and define for 2 weeks that this was disinformation, that Comer was lying, he didn't have a credible witness.
Right.
That this was another act of Russian disinformation. And I think what we're seeing is there's a pattern here that would suggest this allegation has a lot of credibility.
Can you tell us anything about who made the payment in the allegation?
It was a country that we haven't discussed yet.
So it's not Romania, it's not China, it's not Ukraine?
It's not Romania, and it's not China. It is another country that we'll be discussing further. We're trying to track down some new bank accounts. But look at what we have, Rob. We have a president of the United States whose family, while he was vice president, created these shell companies. And I don't think a lot of the liberal elitists that are in the media now even know what a shell company is. I learned that they didn't know what an LLC was.
Right.
But they've got these fake companies that were created when Joe Biden was vice president for the sole purpose of profiting off his position as vice president. And now he's president of the United States. Is he compromised? Is he making bad decisions that put America last because of his being in a compromised position or his continual bribery? We don't know. That's why we're investigating.
The allegation, how much money are we talking?
$5 million on this one. But Rob, I think you're going to see that the Biden family took in somewhere, we've already proven $10 million. I think that this is going to end up being somewhere between $15 and $30 million. That will adversarial country, or just adversarial country.
Really?
I tell people the most reputable country that I have found that the Biden family was taking money from was China, if that tells you anything. These are countries that Fortune 500 companies wouldn't even do business in. These are the few countries on the planet that Coca-Cola and Procter & Gamble don't even want to deal with. So this goes to show that this president has a lot of explaining to do, because no private sector businesses, or let me rephrase that, few private sector businesses or industries even fool with a lot of these countries. So why is Joe Biden's family receiving money? Here we have a credible witness, a credible informant that made this accusation years before anyone knew about the shell companies or the family receiving wires. And I think what we've done is what the FBI should have done a long time ago. We've been digging, and we've actually got credible evidence in the form of bank record, in the form of people who we've been interviewing. Obviously, we knew where to look for these bank accounts. We got into the Treasury cabinet. We saw these bank violations. I mean, this is unbelievable. This is corruption on a scale we've never seen in the history of our country, and yet very few media outlets are even covering it. Thank you for what you're doing. We're going to continue to dig. We're going to continue to follow the money, and we're going to present the truth to the American people once and for all.
$5 million from an adversarial country.
That was the allegation. We haven't tracked the money
that's the
down
allegation.
yet,
And
but
right,
we're
and the FBI needs to investigate it. The point is that it's been an allegation for years now. The FBI doesn't want to investigate it. That's the bigger story. I get why Biden's taking money from countries all over the world. They want to get rich off power. I mean, that's very obvious. Why the FBI doesn't investigate it is a much scarier story, in my opinion. Congressman Comer, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.